happy Monday to all of you out there. I really hope you had a great weekend. We're going to be talking about another bottle that we recently picked up at BourbonCon. Hello, everyone. My name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are Your Bourbon Journey.
I hope you caught our show about BourbonCon where we rolled out all of our purchases. We're taking them one at a time to really do a deeper dive on each one. And today's this great little bottle. It's interesting for us because, what is it, Wayne?
It's a bottle of rye.
It's a rye. We don't do a lot of ryes. And they had a bourbon and they had a rye. And believe it or not, we selected their rye to purchase. But it's got an interesting finish on it. Let me tell you a little bit about it. Peter E. Hart is a non-distilling producer run by the descendants of Sergeant Peter E. Hart, a Union soldier who fought the Battle of Perryville. This is Peter E. Hart Rye Whiskey. It is a Kentucky Rye Whiskey. It is sourced from Wilderness Trail Distillery in Danville, Kentucky. The mash bill is 56% rye, 33% corn, and 11% malted barley. It is aged 3 years. It is proofed at 100. And here's the really interesting piece. It is finished in smoked bourbon barrels. We purchased this on January 17th for $130 at BourbonCon in Lexington, Kentucky. I think it was the smoked bourbon barrels that hooked us.
It definitely was. But we, after trying this, immediately walked over and got a bottle and had the owners sign it. Very, very nice couple. So let's go ahead and
dive on in. They actually did a taste at Nickel with a full 1 ounce pour. We're pretty excited to do that. And I do really love what Wilderness Trail does with rye. We didn't know that when we purchased it. It's not surprising we liked it because some of our favorite ryes are from Wilderness Trail.
Yes, probably if I'd have known that, I probably would have left mid-conversation to go buy the bottle.
It's got some lovely notes on it. I'm getting some citrus that's really light and bright.
What I find interesting is the finishing with the bourbon barrel has changed the scent that normally you pick up on rye. It's picking up like a bourbon.
I'm getting more rye on the nose, but I'm thinking the taste is where I'm going to get more of the smoked bourbon barrel.
Now I do get some of the rye, like the rye grass, and I think you're right with the orange part.
I hadn't quite figured out what citrus I was getting. It's just light and bright. It's got a little bit of, I would call it more like a floral grass, not like a spicy ryegrass for me, but you still know it's a ryegrass.
And it has an inviting nose.
It really does.
It's basically telling you, why are you sniffing this when you have an opportunity to put it in your mouth and drink it? And that's what I get. And I think it's time to do that. So, cheers.
To Peter E. Hart Rye Whiskey.
Cheers.
That's just really pleasant.
I get the citrus right away, and the citrus for me is orange. Then the next thing that happens is I get the ryegrass, and then all of a sudden, this bourbon-esque type,
some caramel notes. I'm getting.
Flavor comes through, and they hit, and it's very interesting. It's very different. I like this.
We've seen this a similar type of smoking in a couple other places where it is literally smoking the barrels. At Hard Truth, they do this. They have a little smokehouse where they have the barrels of whiskey in there and they have the smoker going as if they were smoking meat. And it's the same kind of effect. So if you think about it, if you're outside at a barbecue and someone had the smoker going, that's the kind of smoke we're talking about. It's very gentle. It's a lovely note. I'm getting it mostly on the finish.
It's a really good mouthfeel too. There's something there, I need to think about this, but there's another element that kind of comes mid-palate and going toward the back that I'm finding pleasant, but I can't identify it.
It is 3 years old. It's 100 proof. I think the proof is probably okay for this because it has so many things happening with it. It drinks about its proof.
Yes, I would agree. I think if it were higher, it would not be as pleasant.
It would probably be a little harsh. Right now, it's very soft. It's lovely. It's just very inviting.
I believe the proof point is right where it needs to be. It's excellent. I'm still trying to figure out what it is in the middle and the back that I'm getting.
We'll just have to keep taking sips. Darn the luck. I am getting some caramel notes mid-palate. And that's got to be from the bourbon barrel. And there's some spicy cinnamon. It's not black pepper.
Also, you're saying that it's almost like it's effervescent. like a cinnamon champagne. I know that sounds really odd.
It's kind of popping.
Yes, it's very unique in its flavor profile.
It's fun. It's fun because it starts out with the nose being bright and say, hey, I'm going to tickle your nose with this little bit of citrus and some floral notes, but we got some rye happening. And then you taste it, and the first thing gets rye. And then it starts turning a little bourbon-esque, is the word you used, and get this caramel, and then popping cinnamon in the back. It's quite the ride.
My wife loves this line. It's a journey. This really is a journey rye. We've had a lot of good ryes. We're not primarily rye drinkers, but boy, I'll tell you this, if more ryes were like this, I'd probably be drinking more ryes.
A lot of times when I consider a rye, I'm thinking about what else I can do with it. What cocktail would it pair well with? What cigar might it pair well? Because ryes do well with cigar, I think. But this one, I'm going to say something I normally don't say about a rye. I could see sipping on this after work. Most ryes for me are not sit down and sip on them for an hour. I like to take a slow sipper after work. I could see doing it with this one because it's got so many things happening. I think it would kind of tickle my palate a bit.
I think that bourbon barrel finish is what really makes this special.
And it's about that it's smoked.
Yes. For $130, when I didn't realize it was $130, it's worth it. It's worth it.
It's really good. It was great. I visited their website today. I did not get the impression that at this point in time they're looking at distilling. It might be like some other folks. It's a great way to get started in the business. If you have a dream, you have a thought, and if you read the story too, rye whiskey was something that was served to the soldiers.
Okay.
On the battlefield. It was used medicinally, for one thing, and it was also something they just had. It was always rye whiskey. That was most prevalent back then, of course, was rye whiskey. And that's why they wanted to start making it, because they were going back to reading about their descendants of Peter Hart, who served in the Union Army.
If the bourbon is half as good as the rye, you guys are in great shape out there with this.
They might be testing the waters to see how far they want to go with it. They're living on the family farm from way back when. So they have a lot of historical thing happening. And if it's a large family farm, who knows? Maybe they could put a distillery there. I don't know. This bodes well if that's what they want to do.
Absolutely. So we're going to conclude this, and thank you for your time as we raise a glass to Peter Hart and the family. You guys, you have a hitter here. If you like what we do, hit the subscribe button. Always remember to drink responsibly. Have a great day. Cheers.
Cheers.